Can you hear that? I don't think you can. Okay. That's my drinky for today's stream. I expect to be here for a while. Expect some tinkle breaks, y'all. Y'all know I like to stay hydrated. Okay, let me put these cans, I guess, to the side like a real gamer. I'm just gonna put them in my recycling. Give me 1 second, y'all. I'll be right back. Hi, YouTube! Okay, so let's play some Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. We finished Sunflora yesterday. Today we're gonna play some more. I gotta open it all up. I was working on a surprise for later. It's gonna be a test, but it's not gonna be part of this video or stream. Okay, so let me open this all up. Not me thinking it was IPAs, girl. I'd be asleep 30 minutes into the stream if I drank that many IPAs in one sitting. I'm the type of girl, like, if you take me out and we're gonna have drinks or something, I need to space it out or else I'm gonna get sleepy. Because I have to keep my body in a state of metabolizing the alcohol because once it's all metabolized, I'm ready to go to bed and I do it quite quickly. So, yeah. Hi, Ori. Welcome. Okay. I need sound now. Sound. I like to like try my best to like make it like all a seamless experience, but sometimes I know that y'all don't care. It's all me. So here, we're open. We got it. You're the same, yeah. Just take a nap at the bar. Honestly, no, that might encourage really bad behavior and like toxic relationships with the business, but like having like a nap room. Okay. We might have some people who need to go home, if you get what I'm saying. Hi, Tehran. How are you? Okay, so I want to see what is available on the board today. If there's nothing that's like super strong and that has like a mystery, then I'm just gonna do story. Oh, okay, so we have 2 northern deserts that give a question mark and some money. What else? That's it. So we're doing the northern desert today. $12, $15. Take job. Okay, I also want to get, I need to recruit, who did we have? It was Mimi and who else? Hi, Q Pixie. Absol? We did have Absol. Oh wait, I wanted to take Mimi out, I think. I want to take Mimi out and put Absol in. So Mimi has to go standby. I want to put Absol in with Surskit. Justice for Peach. Oh, we had Egg as well. Egg is a pretty good one too. Let's try Mutter. Thank you, Q Pixie. Speaking of the bear hat, the girls who've been here for a minute know that this is like one of my tired looks. I call it tired, but it's just one of my like standard looks. I know I haven't for a couple weeks, a handful of weeks really. Turned looks. I'm getting slowly back into it. But like, I want to get some more looks that kind of follow the aesthetic. And I have some links saved and stuff, but we're just like not there quite yet. But we will get there soon. I'm trying to be like realistic, you know. I have to say, your Honkai streams have been some of my favorites ever. Thank you, Married. I've been enjoying them as well. I think they're really fun because it's really quite novel, and like we have different kinds of like pacings, but we haven't had like a new game that's like really been like that's stuck with us. With Pokemon, it's always evergreen, but like Honkai is like kind of nice. That's why I'm excited about Natland, because a lot of us have played, are interested in, have been following, you know, and like it's gonna be fun for us today. Right, so let me just like redo all of my storage here, because Lord knows that I have no idea what we're working with anymore. I don't need a stamina band. All these gummies I can definitely use. Not a Togetic card. Surskit, Meowth, Turtwig. Okay. So we're going to store all of that. Decky, hi, welcome. Welcome to the chat. You are a subscriber though, so hi. How are you? Okay, let's take... Why do I have Baby Swirl in here? I need to take Baby Swirl out. I need to take Baby Swirl out and put Sunflora in. Hi. I love your Mew Explore girlies, but Baby Swirl, Peach, and Egg hold special places in my heart. I don't know why Baby Swirl is in here. Hi, Osav. Let's take some apples. Okay. Sorry, y'all. It's been like a few days since I've like played my main save because I was on that special episode, so I'm trying to make sure I have everything. Okay. Take all that. Let me get my members, and then we're going to do some gummies. Baby Swirl just wanted to come along. Well, she's got to go home. Baby Swirl, go home. I need Surskit. I love that Surskit just has Surskit as a name. It's kind of iconic. Okay, let's do some gummies. Ah, exactly. It kind of fits with that meme. Clear gummy. Hi, Comet! 15 streams. Thank you so much, Comet. How are you, Comet? Are you rested? I feel like a lot of my girls are sleeping or should be asleep. Okay, let's check on what we can craft today, too. Maybe there's something for Absol we can get. Doing good. I just finished the Archon quest last night. Nice, nice, nice. Watching Josu do it now? Oh, slay. Magmar, Perish. Absol! Oh my god, what is this? May inflict attacking enemies with Perish Song status condition? Oh, yeah, we gotta make that. That is very slay. Let's make that. Oh, I gotta get stuff that I don't need. Okay, so let me go get stuff I don't need. It slays literally. Yes, welcome to the chat, Flinch. Let me up the... Please let me up the... Okay. I was trapped on the second floor. Take. Blissey, Togetic, Ninetales, Torchic. I'm starting to get rid of the starter ones because like I just don't feel like I'm gonna use them anytime soon. Togekiss or Togetic? That's Blissey. Let's take the Togetic. So if Absol has the chance to apply that every time it attacks, then we should just go full attack then. I need 5? Girl. Hi, Beyonce's vocal cords. I don't know much about algebra, but I know 1 + 1 = 2. My favorite Beyonce song. What is my favorite Beyonce song? I don't know. I can't pick a favorite. And the thing about Beyonce songs is, like, sometimes I'll be in love with a ballad and then she'll come out with a new ballad and I'm like, that's my new favorite Beyonce ballad. Game Claw, Blissey, Nine Tails, Torchic, Togetic. Okay, let's not use anything that I need. Seems that we brewed up a successful swap. Okay, so we got that. Let's check our items. I want to make sure that everybody's got something. So Apple's got something. Surskit has something. Meowth has something. Turtwig has something. I need a rain orb if I can find one. Lycan, thank you for 4 months consecutively as well. Thank you so much. Good afternoon to you too. I'm doing good. How are you? How are you doing? Thank you for asking. Hi, Nikki. Hands up to heaven. Oh, I forgot about all this stuff on Cowboy Carter. The most played song on Cowboy Carter is probably Ya Ya for me. Tyrant, Sweet Honey Buckin. Okay, let's check out our team here with Mutter. I want to see what Mutter can do. Pursuit, Feint, Bite, Swords Dance. That's like literally a great moveset already. So I just want to see exactly. Breaks, Protect, gives the counter status, it returns the damage. I want to do Swords Dance, Bite. No, I shouldn't have them buffing all the time. We'll just leave it like that. I was gonna get let's try to teach them something, but I don't see the point in that. Yeah, Mutter's good to go. Let's make it a little safe state and see if we can buy a rain orb, and then we'll get started on the mission. Oh my god! Today is my lucky day! What? Hi, Andrew! Let's open up some boxes, girl! Fion song. Black Gummy. Raichu hair. Mantine foam. Oh my god. Okay. Andrew, thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you for 8 months. Thank y'all so much. Is this the DS or 3DS game? I think this is DS. Not Raichu calling their bundles. Hi, Shiny. How are you, Shiny? So we gotta put this stuff. Okay, put this, this, and this away. We're gonna feed that one gummy to Mutter, and then we're gonna get started. Thank God for my Pink Mio DS fast forward feature. Okay. Now let's save state and head on in. Hi Diva, I'm good editing and editing women today. How's Mystery Dungeon? Oh girl, I just finished. My editing is like the beginning of the week, so I just finished and my video is uploaded. It feels like a weight off the shoulders, babe. When you finally, because the thing is like editing is so fun, but for me it's so like, get it done, get it done, get it done. But I have an impatient nature. But yeah, Mr. Dungeon's great. I got my wig on, I'm playing Pokemon. Like it couldn't get better than this, really. I mean, once I start getting this green tea down and that caffeine from the green tea starts hitting my system, then it's gonna start getting fantastic, really. You're doing it for a client so you feel double pressure? Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. But still, like, that's kind of cool. Okay. I didn't read that. Huh? Oh, I need to have someone on my team. Well, I guess Surskit's gotta go. Because Surskit's our buffer. Caffeine keeps us grounded. It does. I keep missing your lives. I'm so glad I caught this one. Park J. Welcome. So glad to have you. Oh, hi. Destroy them. Okay, so we are really strong. Oh, maybe we can get an Aaron. Nope, okay. Mio is so kind, curling up and making a DS by hand specifically for yes, it is. It's true, Undyne. We got it. Damsel's rating. I tried to change. Here, let me shout out Damsel. Thank you for the raid, Damsel. Everybody go follow Damsel. Check out Damsel. Damsel has such an aesthetic stream. Every day I'm like, how do I make my stream have such a cohesive experience? Like, Damsel is world building, honey. Like, it's so, I love to see it. I love to see it. I really do. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, world building. Like, shout out to that. Like, that's what's so fun about streaming, and that's what I like love to see is like people unleashing their creativity in their own like specific way with it. It's so cool. How's Pokemon Mystery Dungeon going? Good. I had my team all set up, and then Magmarite was like, can you help me? Can you kick out one of your team members so I can do something? Larvitar, I'm skipping you right now. First day of my 6th year in college, and the hair is already falling out. Pixie! You know what, Pixie? I've been wondering about you. I mean, I always wonder about all my girly pops, but like, you study some pretty intense stuff. Like, that's like hard work. And like, I really just am thinking about the students in general. Like, I know that y'all are all smart and y'all can do it, but that is so hard. I love VTubing. It's building lore. It's literally just creative writing, but visual. And I got support and commission artists. Yes, exactly. Like, it's such a cool opportunity to do exactly what you're saying. And I don't know, like it helps me because I guess we all try to get into content creation because like of one side of the internet that I guess maybe we're inspired by. And it's for, at least for me, I'm speaking for myself, it's easy for me to forget that there's so many different ways and different types of expressing yourself on the internet. So when I see people who are like tangentially related to like my like sort of aesthetics and things that I like, seeing how you all express it, I'm like, oh, I could try to incorporate something like that here, or I could try to elevate this. It's cool. So can't wait to get out. Who inspires you, Vaughn? Let's think. I'm inspired by a bunch of different things. Y'all want to know like the core content creation inspiration? Because I've always, I mean, we're all part of similar generations at this point where I feel like more exclusively watch digital media, but Miles J, she was the first one that showed me that like I could do something like that and have space on the internet. And she is an incredible editor to the point where I think she still is, because she still lives in LA and she still goes to events and stuff. I think she still is Jackie Ina's editor. Last I heard, like 2 years ago, she is or is one of Jackie Ina's editors, like part of her payroll. I'm sure she does other things now too, but Miles J, her whole like come up and everything, I used to follow her when she was on like Tyler Oakley's collab channel back in the day. So yeah, I think Miles J is like the if I ever get to see or talk to Miles J, I will tell her, you're the reason why I like make videos. Yes, Miles J is an icon. Like, everything that the girly pops do is derivative of Miles J. Her videos are more K-pop focused at the moment, but she eats. She is also a DJ now. Oh, okay. I was wondering what she was up to in LA, but like, um, yeah, that's cool. I follow her on TikTok, and sometimes she'll like get creative and give us a little TikTok, you know? Welcome to the chat, Cosmic. Yes, same. I've watched every video. We are missing a move because Turtwig learned Giga Drain, but it's fine. It was Bite that I lost, which is okay. I'll be okay. Now, I hate when the sandstorms come up because I can't do anything, right? So, does anyone want to help? Mooter? Anybody at all, please? Thank you. Magnemite died. Let's pay attention. Let's pay attention. Let's pay attention. Yeah, Cubone was playing dirty. I can tell now why everybody here has like trauma bonded to this game. Because if I was a child playing this, I'd be throwing my DS. My bioinformatics professor doesn't seem to be very nice. Don't you hate that? Don't you hate that when you start a semester and you're like, oh god, this is going to be a very difficult academic relationship? Fonda, do you know which 5-star you're going to pick in Genshin? Girl, Andrew, I'm literally going in blind. The only things that I've seen are the stuff that I watched yesterday. And I'm kind of excited about it. I'm going in blind, baby. I'm going to focus on the story, but we're probably going to dilly-dally a little bit too. Whoever I pull on is who I pull on. I'm thinking Maulani, but I really can't say. Oh, so Magnemite's really weak here. The free 5-star? I don't even know who's the option. I don't even know who's the options. See, but that's why I'm excited to play today, because I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I am very excited to put Kachina on my team, and I'm gonna do everything I possibly can to level her up as far as I can and see if I can replace her with. I'm gonna look at her kit and decide from there. But hi Rhoda, thank you. I am having fun. I did update it, yeah. We are good to go. Mona, Chi-Chi, Tignari, Dia, Kaching, Diluc, and Jean. I might get Mona. I know that I could go for like C1 of something else, but I want a Mona. I don't know. I don't know. I have to be in the moment. Yes, Meowth is very strong right now. She has a Wombo combo moment where she screams and scratches, and you better not be in the way when that happens. And that rhymed. I am a rapper. Oh, she can walk through walls too. I forgot about that. Yeah. That is wild. That's why she's Meowth, exactly. Yeah, Meowth is like really coming into her own here. Magic, yes, I wanna rip off of that, Magic. Thank y'all so much for being such an amazing community. Like, I am so excited to play the Genshin update today, but I'm also always so excited to play Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, and like, it's just so cool. I'm so happy to be able to hang out with everybody and that I can like sort of be your background noise when you guys are busy, because I love doing this and I'm very passionate about it, and I just often think like, oh my goodness, y'all are so nice and y'all really help foster so much like positivity in my life by doing things like donating subscriptions and stuff like that. That's what I was ripping off of. But where are the stairs? I'm like really scared because Magnemite's in the back of the crew and she's gonna get beat up if I don't hurry up and find these stairs. Yeah, we're playing Genshin in about an hour and a half for an undescript amount of time. At least 2 hours. I always do at least 2 hours for the game, but I kind of think that because it's like kind of soft launch day, I kind of want to just like play. Like, I just want to play. I'm so excited to get this pizza and breadsticks while I watch. Y'all, okay. I really want to get a Philly cheesesteak sandwich with cheesecake, because I saw that I could do that. It might be on sale still. Like, there was cheesecake on sale, and I said, I manifested that. Because while I don't always get takeout, I do window shop a lot. And like, sometimes that kind of like encourages me to cook. Like, I'll be like, okay, let me look at what I can get, and I'll make the cart and everything, and I'd be like, I can make this. I can make something at home. And then I end up making something at home. But I saw cheesecake on sale! Oh my goodness. That is a lot of cheese. That is a lot of cheese, Decky, but that's why I film from the rib cage up. That way when I'm bloated, nobody can tell that I had a bunch of cheese. Secrets. Content creation secrets. Little pro tips. I'm gonna start a side TikTok on like, because y'all know that there's like those content creator coaches. I'm gonna do that. I'm like, here's a tip on how to make sure that nobody knows you're bloated. That's the way to do it, right? It's all an illusion, babe. It's all an illusion. From the rib cage down, you'll never know, really. Hi, Gooey. There should be a cheese Pokemon. Is there not one yet? What would y'all name the cheese Pokemon? Oh, it could like slowly turn into like the molded cheese. Like, it's in blue cheese mold, so it could start off as like a fresh baby cheese, and it doesn't have to follow like the rules of biology and like real cheese, but it could be like a normal little like cute orange cheese. And then the second evolution could be like I don't know, maybe it's like, I don't know, but the final evolution could definitely be like a normal grass type or a ghost grass type. No, a ghost normal type. And it could have, like, you know how some Pokemon need to be in a team together? You have to like have some sort of like team composition or an empty space or something. What if you had like a Miltank that could make Moochies, the Pokemon Moochies, and then like it evolves over time, like over a set amount of time, like maybe walking with it, it turns into the moldy blue cheese, and that's what you could name it, blue cheese. Moochies into blue cheese. Oh my goodness! Wait, that ate! Feta Pip, the feta cheese Pokemon. Cheese tank. Regional Gudra. Oh, Gudra, yes. That actually, welcome to the chat, Rafa. That kind of eats too. Y'all, we need to like somebody who like is good at like organizing like people to assert like a message. We need to like create like some sort of thing where we can send Pokemon Company like a very official letter or email and just like tell them like the options that we've like sort of come up with. It'd be like probably like a 3-page document, but like it would really work. They would really have like a lot of stuff to work with for like years. Boruta, the cheese burrow Pokemon. Breloom, regional form. The Girly Pop Pokemon Manifesto. #1, give us gowns. Right, that would be the first thing. It'll actually like, it'll be a locked document. It'd have to be a physical document. It'll be a locked document. And the only way to actually open it is for the document through some sort of like sensor, some sort of like confirmation thing. Actually, maybe it'll be remote controlled. I'll keep the remote control. If the next game has cosmetics, then we will promise to give them 5 years worth of new Pokemon. They don't have to think about anything. We'll make them for them. We won't do the coding or anything, but we'll make like the idea. And they'll unlock the ideas and they'll never have to think about new Pokemon again for 5 years. 5 generations. 5 generations, I'm sorry. Cosmetics in SV were so cute. Were so bad. Oh, why did my brain say cute? Yeah, it wasn't a good time. What are you doing? Sandshrew, stop. Is Mooter just like not... Okay. Tactics. Mooter, I need you to do something. Okay, thank you. Talk to Mooter? Okay. Trust me, I'll do my best for the team, Fawn. Okay. Mooter means business. I need a max elixir. Like, down bad. Oh my god, what happened to me? What happened to her? She was sent away, banished to the Shadow Realm or something. I think it's that scarf that she has on. I can't do anything because I'm out of moves. Oh my god. Well, now I have to do something. Okay. This is... This is ridiculous. We're just gonna have to sit here and spam. Oh, purr. This Magnemite really is dead weight. Do you do anything, girl? Do you like fight? Let's capture this outlaw so everyone can live in peace. Yeah, I don't know if you can. I'm just saying, I'll be honest. I really don't know if you can. Level 11? Did Mooter just die? I was not paying... Yes, she did, Gooey. She did. I was forcing her to fight. She doesn't really fight like that. I'm gonna have to edit her stuff. But... sometimes I think about the Beancore debut. I'm still gagged. She's okay, though. She's at home. I really would like a max elixir. She's strong, but I think I need to edit her AI. I think they get confused if you let them do too much alone. Like, they won't, like, have, like, a priority system. They'll just, like, do nothing. The outlaw! Get into it, Meowth. I know Meowth's gonna do something. Come on, Meowth. Yeah! Boom, 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 boom. Oh. Oh. Okay. This is ridiculous. Thank you, Meowth. I want to go home. Yeah, let's go home. I need to redo my team. White gummy. Gold gummy. Vile seed. And that's it. What happens when you eat too much cheese? I don't know. I feel like if you eat too much of anything, you'll just like eventually just stop. OMG, they're eating cheese. Were they really? Meowth was giving the outlaw warning shots. Oh, that's what was happening. It'd be great if Groball gets caught soon. Oh, I mean, yeah, definitely. That's what we're trying to do, but sometimes we gotta make a little bit of money. The Magnemite was an up-and-coming deputy. I'm interested to see the future of her career. The trajectory doesn't seem to be really in her favor, but go off. In this game, whenever I got to a boss that I was weak to, I would restart the game and do the test to get a Pokemon that was strong against some boss. I didn't know what I was thinking. Oh, there's information. We've received no information at all. We're in the dark. That said, we can go off on our own and spoil the trap. We will have to stand down until we receive word of some sort. Until then, we should care. Okay, so we're still waiting on some progress. Let's go. Yeah. That's what I was gonna say, Gooey. Like, redoing the game until you get a strong Pokemon and then doing it all over again. That is a lot. So, if I just need Mooter to attack... Oh, I can't do that. Let's go head out. Actually, let's give Mooter these gummies and then we'll head out. This reminds me, I used to restart the entire game in the first PMD games if I kept failing at a certain dungeon. Well, I feel like a lot of people play this when they were kids, too. Oh, they're in my bag. I'm too lazy. Or the storage. I think the next target's on the 12th floor. Pursuit. We don't need that. Switch that off. We can do those two. And Surskit, I want to make sure. Okay, yeah. Meowth. We don't need assurance right now. Let's be conservative with our moves. I've been hearing stuff all day. Hold up. People are like doing construction, but it freaks me out because it's in a certain proximity that it sounds like it's something going on my house. What mood is everyone in? Dilly-dallying, clip farming, or infected with the boar worms? I think everyone's infected with Natlin worms, or they're at work right now or studying. I have a save on my old DS where I got stuck in a dungeon, but was so scared that my Pokemon would faint that I refused to restart the dungeon and just saved on 1 HP. I think I still have that save. Like a cursed save state. Not the boar worms. That's a bunch of queer people's new stem. You're dilly-dallying. I'm excited to dilly-dally in Natland later. But right now I'm dilly-dallying in the Northern Desert. Sandy, beachy. Lots of sand shrews, a lot of sand attacks. You're in your short and sweet era. Gooey, I've been wanting to do like, because people every now and then have asked me if I've listened to short and sweet. I was like, what if I just did like a video listening to it? You know? Because I don't really have much of an interest in it, but I don't think it's bad. I would never assume that it was bad because, I mean, the stuff that she's put out has been good. I just expected it to be like standard pop, but I was like, I could just like make a TikTok or something. Me listening to short and sweet. You've been wanting a reaction channel forever? Oh, like an actual reaction? I could do that too. I don't know how copyright works with all that. Maybe, I think it works I think it'll work if I don't play like the actual official audio. And I think most people actually don't mind if you just kind of have your camera set up and you're listening to it on another speaker and the camera's just picking it up. I feel like most people don't mind because they want to know, like when I watch reactions, I don't really care about seeing it in high quality. I just want to know their opinion on it. Like the avatar stuff. I don't know how to do the avatar stuff from a technical standpoint because it's like a lot of stuff to watch. So I'm like, how do I do that for one and make it like easy to like produce every week? But also like I can't just like play the episode on the video. Yeah, a lot of reaction channels distort the audio or flip it. Yeah, I mean I've seen my fair share, you know. Have you watched the video with Jenna Ortega? I have not, no. I had a very bad day yesterday, really frustrating, basically wasted the entire day for one exam that the first didn't show for 8 hours of Genshin today. Counteracted it, so I'm just dazed. Oh, mother. That's why, you said that you were sick, right? I know this sounds cheap, but like one of the things that really helps me, I'm not telling you to do this now, but like a good sleep really can like change my brain. Because I have a tendency, I've noticed this now that I've become my own boss, I have a tendency to get focused on things. And if like I have a schedule that's planned out for the day and I have to do something that's going to take away 30 minutes of that schedule, I don't freak out, but in my brain, I'm just like so focused on it that I can't be present for anything else. And like today, I had to do something, but I wanted to make sure that I worked out before I played anything on stream. And it was like getting in my head. Sometimes it gets kind of bad. And like even when I finish everything, I'm just like my brain is so like off. Then I'll take a nap and like I'm better. I don't know. It probably is a chemical thing. Like when I take a nap, because they say that your brain like resets basically when you take a nap. Maybe that stress suppressed your immune system. Oh wait, married. I'm sorry, married mother. It's two M's. Sorry. But still. Sometimes an app helps. My brain resets after every Overwatch match. I've been playing Ramatra and I've been really letting the girls have it. I didn't even put stuff on everybody. Yeah. Stamina. You're a Ramatra main. Ramatra's quite fun. Ramatra plays a lot like the tanks in Final Fantasy do. I noticed that quite quickly. Like, you can create a pretty easy, not easy, but like an easy to understand, at least from my perspective, like rotation, where you kind of like apply pressure with like your transformation, and then you go in and do a bunch of damage. You basically bruise and like create space, because that's what tanks are supposed to do. You're supposed to go in and make space. You're supposed to make opportunities. You're supposed to make space. But he has a lot of utility that you can like keep that space with the shield and with the punching and stuff like that. Really great character. He's very fun. And I also think it's kind of campy that he's like a monk, and every time he like transforms, he like says like, "I shall speak to you in the language you understand." And it's like, it's really camp. Somebody's at my door. Let me check the window, because if it's like a salesperson, I'm ignoring it. One second, y'all. I have a package, but I have to look decent. I'm sorry. Sorry about that, y'all. I have some things that are like really important that I can't leave on my porch. So, but we got it. Hi. Hi. Was the game playing itself? That's spooky. Okay, cool. Ugh. Back to it, back to it, back to it. Hi, vegan. Welcome to the chat. There may be boreworms in the box. There might be. I swear, if one more thing comes and interrupts my day while I'm trying to work, like I said, y'all saw that, right? Y'all saw that, right? I'm working. Stop ringing my doorbell. I don't care if it's policy. I need people to stop interrupting my work. Are you working late? I am working late because I'm a streamer. The amount of sand shrews that I've rejected. I was really hoping it was Miles J at the door. Girl, if Miles J showed up at my door, I would have an anxiety attack. I can't... If... Literally meeting just total strangers, I need preparation. If it was Miles J, I would probably like be like, I have to cancel everything today. I'm happy. It's been too much. It's giving Kim saying, if you had a business you were passionate about, you would... I do have a business I'm passionate about. I consider all of this like my little mini media company. I won't tell the government that, though. The government just thinks that I'm self-employed. I'm scared to tell them that it's like a business, because then they're gonna like just try to sue me and send me to prison for making money off of myself. Neo Broadcasts. You'd be so demure. Oh yeah, I wouldn't like have an anxiety attack, but it would be hard for me to hold it together. It's true, damsel. Last tax season, I was like, girl, am I in trouble? I don't even make that much money. But they're like, you have your own business? Go back to the office. That's what it felt like. But I won't give up, and I won't give in. Neo TV, Neo Radio. What are y'all saying? Neo TV, Neo Radio. The IRS is watching. They are. It feels like they are. What did this little hoot hoot do? Probably mean mugging people. Why is she running? There we go. Fight the power fun. No, I won't be fighting the power. The power can be the power. I'm just trying to fly under the radar. Yeah, damsel. It's like once you hit a certain threshold, it seems in American business, that's when it stops being so like weird. But like when you're just getting by with your own little business, they literally treat you like you're supposed to be making like $300,000. It don't make sense, and that comes down to policies, and I won't talk about that on this stream. Yes, I want to leave the dungeon. I wonder how the professional party princesses do taxes. A lot of people hire people to do their taxes. But I kind of reside in a kind of niche space with like digital media. I'm not making money like that. I don't have sponsors and stuff. Like I studied accounting. I don't even know how to do them. Slay! We did finish the Sunflora episode, Sam. Yes. Hoot Hoot runs one of those pop update Twitters and is a menace. She was contacted through a company. Oh, see, I'm waiting on that. Thank you, Vegan, for subscribing with Prime. Thank you so much. Welcome again to the chat. Yeah, I'm trying to get like that. I'm hoping that my YouTube starts making a little bit of waves just so some people can contact me maybe for I don't know. I'm not going to take any sponsorship, but I will take one that's nice. I'm thinking like food. I like food. I can review food. I don't want to do like eyewear or like y'all know those personal stylists know. I'm probably not going to do BetterHelp because I don't know. I just don't. I want food sponsorships. That's the only one that I'm really thinking I want to do. Yeah, I'll do like HelloFresh. I'm gonna take YouTube by storm. I don't want to take it by storm. I still want to be under the radar. I just want enough ad revenue to, you know, feel comfortable. Cheese sponsorship? I'd do that. Next special episode is gonna eat the house at... Okay. Well, we're gonna get started on the story now. Take it by Squall. A Hoyoverse sponsorship. I've looked at their terms, and I don't know. Company like Hoyoverse, I feel like the ship has sailed to be like an early creator. Now, if you're an early creator with Hoyoverse, you really are doing a lot of unpaid labor for them. I feel like people who are like up there who are getting invited to like cons and things like that, I think it's a little bit different for them. But like to get in, I'm not doing all that. I'm waiting. The thing with me is like, I don't, it's the Capricorn in me. I don't like when people come and ask me to do something for free. I appreciate it and I would if I could, but like I put like a lot of time into doing this for myself. So to like take time aside for a company or somebody and I get a diminishing return, I will spiral because like I'm thinking about rent, you know? So like this whole yeah, no. Hoyoverse does some things that like early creators can do stuff with, but if they contact me, that's when I can negotiate stuff. That's how I am with a lot of stuff. Because I remember with music, I was doing a lot of stuff for free, and it was like something that I don't really appreciate, and I was doing stuff for cheap too. Because I was like, I have to get as much work as I can, and the work that I was doing was really rushed, and some of the stuff was like not really worth my time, and that's something that I learned from that. So, oh, hey, we are starting this the story. Now, Hoyoverse doesn't know who I am. Like, I'm not sitting here being like, I'm waiting for Hoyoverse to contact me. I'm just saying, like, if I ever hit a situation like that in my journey to growing a platform, um, I'm more interested in someone contacting me. And that's probably why I don't have a sponsorship yet, because I don't wake up in the morning being like, I can't wait to send emails to companies. No, I just like making videos and streaming. Thinking about rent. 525,600 minutes. 525,000 unpaid labor. My gosh, Grovile's been caught. Oh, we caught Grovile. There's more. Grovile was captured by the Great Dusk Noir. He has informed us that he will return to the future with Grovile. Something seems fishy about this. Going home? No. That's weird. I do not claim to understand the process, but I have heard they will be going through a tunnel. So they just got Koko and they're leaving? Like, I need to see it to believe it. Dustnora told us that he wishes to say goodbye before he leaves. Therefore, he hopes you will come see him. Okay. Okay. Let's go see Dusk Noir. Everyone's already here. Hey, I don't see the Great Dusk Noir yet. I love that there's just casually a time-traveling portal. Y'all, don't get near that. Yeah, get away from that, Bidoof. Bidoof's gonna get sucked into the future. Like, what's wrong with you, dude? Hey, Kelly Rowland. Meal spread. Meal Zelf. You're all safe, and I'm glad to see that. Naturally. So, did the plan work? Yep. I have to hand it to the Great Dusk Noir. It was flawless. Koko's been captured, and we regained all the time gears he'd stolen. That's awesome. Here comes the Great Dusk Noir. Oh my god. That's Koko? Hi. Hi, Keonce. Finally. Koko. Koko has been captured. Something isn't right. Something really isn't right. This was all made possible by your selfless support and cooperation. I can't thank you enough. As you can see, Koko is a vicious and wicked Pokemon. Koko's capture should result in lasting peace for your world. It looks like they have Koko muzzled. He can't say a word this way. But I must also deliver a sad piece of news. It's time for me to return to the future. Everyone, I must now bid you farewell. I went onto my laptop and I had to write T in my search bar, and my first result was Twitch Fawn. Yay! Thank you, Undyne! There was so much I wanted to learn from you. Kelly Rowland, Mio Sprit, Mio's Elf, I entrust you with the rest. We will make sure the time gears are returned to the rightful places. The task is yours. Thank you for everything. You have literally saved us all. Oh, no, no, no. You have been most kind and helpful. I hope you will continue to work and preserve the peace. Yes, you can depend on that. Now, I'm afraid the time is gone. Thank you, Concons. Thank you so much. Everyone, though it pains me, I hate sad goodbyes. Oh, yes. Before I go, I must see 2 Pokemon. Meowth and Fawn. Well, this is goodbye.
How many people were scared?
Or is it?
Me too. I was really, really scared.
It's too soon for farewells. What? You 2 are coming with me! I knew something was up. I knew something was up. Because the moment the freedom to speak is removed, that's when you know there's ulterior motives. Say what you want about Koko. Koko had their motivations, but what was the point of muzzling them? What were they going to do? They were already caught. They were silencing Koko for a reason. What just happened? Oh, Hunty. Well, I hope it goes by smoothly. Normally training days are pretty chill. Hi, Hunty. Into the future. Thank you, Ado. Thank you guys so much. I hope that you guys enjoyed the ground video. Ugh, where is this? I was dragged. I can't. Losing consciousness. Again. This gagged me so bad as a kid. I knew there'd be something going on. The moment the game was like chapter 12, I was like, oh, we got a lot of chapters to go, so some twist is gonna happen. The moment that like Duskmar like called a meeting and it was just like suddenly the main issue was solved, I was like, oh, something's going on. I'm sorry to have kept you waiting, Master Dialga. While I encountered more difficulty than anticipated, I finally succeeded. In the capture, yes. I fully understand what must be done. Those who seek to alter the course of history must be removed from history. I will see the elimination immediately. I understand. As you wish. I take my leave. You must start the eliminations immediately. You must start the eliminations immediately, yes. Hey, Fawn, wake up. Where? You're awake. This place, I think it's a jail. Jail? I just woke up a while ago, so I'm not sure what's going on. I tried opening the doors, but they're locked. There doesn't seem to be any other way out. I think that we've been locked up, like Akon. Thank you, Bleached Corned Beef, for subscribing with Prime. Bleached Corned Beef. Now that is wild. Thank you, though. We're locked up, like Akon's song. I don't know what's going on either, but they won't let me out. I'm locked up, yeah. They won't let me out. It's no good. Like Mio said, these doors won't open like Akon's song, Locked Up. I'm sure it sure looks like we've been locked up by Akon. How do we end up this way? I think what happened was Dusknor grabbed us, then he dragged us into the dimensional hole. Huh? Wait, so this is maybe... Is this the future? But that's... I don't believe this. I mean, this is the future? Why are we even here? Mio, why do you ask, girl? That's the question. Yes, we want to know why we're here. Why are we here? That's what we need to figure out. This whole room is built in a way unlike anything I've ever. Well, it is the future. Now that I've had time to think, maybe this actually is the future. I'm gonna crash out. Mio, get it together. Hi, Manly Freddy. Wait, did we really end up in the future? So what are we supposed to do? Well, now that you have caught up with me, Mio. So if this place is the future, how are we supposed to get back to our world? They're awake. How convenient. All right, we'll do this quick. The blindfold makes it impossible to tell where I'm going. That's the point of it. Where are they taking us? We don't know. We're here. Not us. Doomed to rerun the future girly pop blocks and edit them forever and ever. You're clueless about what's going to happen. I guess you can afford to be nonchalant about it. Huh? That voice came from over there. Koko! You two. Do you have any inkling about where you are? No. This is a stockade. They're preparing to get rid of us for good. Just like I was gotten rid of in a girly pop emerald lock. What? Get rid of us? Wait a second. I can't understand why they would want to get rid of you, Koko. But why us? Wait, that's so shady, Mio. We haven't done anything wrong. I couldn't care less. Some of us just get turned into bad eggs for no reason at all. You must have done something they can't tolerate, like not slay or whatever. What? We haven't done anything bad, and we slay all the time. Don't think that we're like you. I don't care. You're wasting time losing your cool. Meanwhile, look, here they come. You said I would never be voted out. Who are they? They're the jailers who do all the dirty work around here. They also happen to be Dusknoir's underlings. What? The great Dusknoir's... Hey, it's Dusknoir. So Meowth literally doesn't remember getting grabbed by Dusknoir. Lord Dusknoir, the three have been tied to the stakes. Good. No, this tracks. We didn't pick Turtwig as a platinum starter, and we have no Meowth. This is the GPL reject dungeon. GPL reject dungeon. In denial. Mio memory loss. Mio memory loss. Wait a minute, Dusknoir, what's wrong? What are you doing? Don't waste your breath. Instead, shh. Keep your voices down so they can't hear you. Keep my voice down? You two, if you want to get away, give me your full cooperation. There's no time to think. Or would you prefer to stick around for them? Tell me, what can you do right now? What can I do? You asked me that out of nowhere. What do I do? I can use Razor Leaf or something. A move? That could work, but no, that's no good. We're trussed up, so we can't move. It has to be something you can do instantaneously. It doesn't need to be flashy. Can't you do anything more basic? Okay. What do you want me to do then? Attack. Yes, that's what I wanted to do. That's it. That'll do. Good. Sagittarius. My boyfriend's a Sagittarius. Commence. Now. Listen carefully. Sableyes use claws to strike. And that just might be... Wait, and that might just open one avenue for escape. The Sableye will unleash their Fury Swipes in a frenzy. That's our chance. Even if one of their attacks were to hit the ropes behind us. Exactly. And if that happens, lash out with an attack, then flee. Meowth, you're kind of being really irritating. Please stop. Oh my god. Endure it. Wait for your chance. Hi, Meandersons. Hey. There's a break in the rope. Okay, let's attack. Ooh. See, we're like level... I think we're almost level 40. We got out. Blast it, that Grovyle. I knew Koko was gonna have like an arc, you know? Hi, Tio. I got dirt in my mouth. We're safe. So Koko can use dig? We wouldn't know. We got out of that scrape, but we're not out of the woods yet. Let's get out of here and fast. Meowth entering her annoying era. Look, we don't know what Koko can use because Koko turned into a bad egg. Is this the future? That's right. You catch on fast. Are we going to be able to go back to our worlds? Who knows? We just need to get away for now. If we get caught, returning home will be the least of our worries. So run faster. I can't. I'm exhausted. We're almost there. Like, if I was transported into the future, my adrenaline would be up. Like, how fast do you need me to go? I can go faster. This is our world in the future? Those boulders are floating. This is a really strange place. And it's horribly dark. Not even the wind blows. It's as if all movement, it's as if everything stopped. Exactly. Y2K Meowth Running Shoes by Meow. This is the timeline where you lost the GPL. So Koko the bad egg was transported to the timeline where we never became champion, and MLO totally took over in the Platinum arc. Whoa, that's wild. This is the world of MLO. Wait a minute. When we escaped from the stockade, we cooperated with you because we had to. But we never promised we'd go with you afterward. A bad Pokemon like you? I'm not going to trust anything with anyone who doesn't slay in the GPL. So I'm the bad guy. And that Dusknoir is the good guy? Then how about explaining Dusknoir's actions earlier? It wasn't just me. They wanted you gone too. But that doesn't mean I should be trusting you, Koko. I mean, like, the GPL said you don't even slay. Earning your trust isn't an easy task, it seems. I thought about having allies would help, but there's no point continuing together without trust. We'll go our separate ways. Besides, I'm used to it this way. I'm staying on the move. You two should get moving as soon as possible. Good luck. Wait. You say to leave soon, but it's dark out now. It's tough to see where we're going. Instead of staying on the move right now, why not just like wait for morning? Can't we wait until it gets light out? This isn't possible. I hate to say it, but morning never comes. Huh? This world? Your future? Of MLO? It's a world of perpetual darkness. The sun never rises, so morning never comes. The darkness persists forever. This is so grim. The Pokemon lore is wild. Because the planet has been paralyzed. Morning, EO. I would just abandon Meowth. This is where PMD enters its Grim era. It's pretty cool, though. The world's paralyzed thanks to evil Pikachu. We went from Sunflora playing hide and seek with Haunter to this. That's crazy. Neither spring nor summer ever comes. Oh, Dustin already said all this stuff. It's hard to understand how the planet has been paralyzed in the future. You're free to believe or reject what I'm telling you. Either way, I suggest you leave here as soon as you can. I'm going. Don't let those Sableye catch you. I don't know what to think anymore. Meowth is so... Oh my goodness, Meowth. Girl, we are in the future. We have to figure out how to get home. What's up with this whole, like, I don't know what to do. What we need to do is keep moving. I can't stand it. I can't stand it when somebody is having an anxious spiral and it just paralyzes them. I get it. I get it. I get it. But you know what you can do to get out of it? Keep it moving. Keep it moving. I understand. Trepidation. But we don't have, like, objectively, there's no choice. There's no choice. Kelly Rowland and the others said they'd return time gears to their rightful places. Girl, obviously it didn't happen. Get up, girl. Get up, get up, get up, get up. Yep, here's the Sableye. We stuck around thinking about, oh my goodness, I thought that the future wasn't going to be bad. It's bad, and we're being chased by Sableyes. Like, girl. Okay, 1 second. BRB Tinkle Break. I'm gonna do a battle roulette while y'all wait, and then we'll do a little bit more. Okay. Here we go. So we're going to play this for about 30 more minutes, and then we're going to switch over to Genshin. So I'm sure we're going to get pretty deep into this dungeon, but based off of how they structure these, I feel like it's going to be like 3 different dungeons in it. Are the Sableye's MLO gem clones? Everything here is MLO, obviously. So yeah, I think it's safe to say that they're gem dupes. Because we know there's only 1 gem. So why are there like 6 there? So I know I should... Whoa. I know I should probably just like do the stairs, but I want to see what all is in these. Thank you, roses. Wait, what is Mio's influence on Natland? Do we know anything? I don't know. I'm probably... I don't know. I really never... I go into those streams so like, blind that anything that comes out of my mouth is just, like, literally at that moment. So... We'll see when we get there. Oh, that was a Ditto. Hi, Ditto. Me Andersons, you got a shift? Okay, I hope you have a good shift. Make that money. Thank you for hanging out. Hi, Tropixel. Mio poured the last ounces of melanin in Hoyoverse into Natlan. It's true. Comparatively, those characters are a little bit more, you know, but I'm not going to dwell on that. I'm just going to enjoy whatever they give me. I'm excited though for Genshin. Ooh, I knew there was going to be goodies in here. Give me all the goodies. My goodies, my goodies, my goodies, not my goodies. Let me see you 1 2 step. I love it when you 1 2 step. Sierra had us in a chokehold when she came out with that song. This beat is outrageous, so contagious, made you crave it. Oh my god, that song. And you know who wrote the song? Missy Elliott. That's how you know it's a hit. Missy Elliott is a hit maker. Like, a lot of people talk about like songwriters and who's the best rapper, who's the best songwriter, but the conversation never talks about Missy Elliott. Missy Elliott stopped promoting by choice. Missy Elliott stopped contributing to pop culture by choice. It's never been a question of if she could. Once Two Step was the first song I studied lyrically as a kid so I could sing the words. I shake it like Jello, make the boys say hello because they know I'm back in the beat. I know you heard about a lot of great MCs, but they got nothing on me. Because I'm 5'2", I wanna dance with you, and I'm sophisticated fun. I ate filet mignon and I'm nice and young. Best believe I'm number one. Hey! I love 1 2 Step. She studied too, yes. Oh, yes. I study Missy Elliott like the answers of life are in those lyrics. If I ever became a drag queen, a lot of my discography of what I would lip sync would just be almost exclusively Missy Elliott. As you should. My drag name would just be Missy Elliott too. Oh my goodness, we are gonna match and dine. Meowth, get them! Get them, Meowth! Oh. So I'm obviously gonna come back to the past because why would I be having drops like this? Missy Elliott with 3 T's. Oh, let's go ahead and eat an apple. Let's eat 2 apples. There's an apple up there too. I wanted to say something about Overwatch, but I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, my current rotation of tanks that I play is Ramatra, and if a Ramatra doesn't work, normally Ramatra is only really good for like running into places. So then I'll switch to Diva if I need more mobility. And then if Diva doesn't work, I switch to Orisa. Orisa's really fun. Especially if like everybody's like in a tunnel, you just shoot down the tunnel. Oh, leave that Onyx alone. Hi, Rai! Mingyu. I see you changed your name. I was just catching on that you were Rai in the Discord. But you changed it for clarity. Thank you. Lifeweaver is extremely good this season, Fawn. Now is your chance to shine. Oh, yeah, Tropic Soul. So what I've been doing lately is after I'm done working, like I get a little bit of Overwatch time in. So after I'm done working, I log in and I just queue in as tank or healer. So if I'm healer, I'm literally just locking Lifeweaver and I don't care. I don't care. I don't switch off of Lifeweaver because like it just doesn't feel right to me. If I'm tank, I start with Ramatra and then I cycle through Diva and Orisa. But Lifeweaver is like, he plays like how he should have played from the beginning. Like, the way that the pacing of Lifeweaver, I think like people get confused. Like, I'm not speaking like some sort of like pro or anything, but as somebody who's played Overwatch for years and also knows the ins and outs of like PvP and different video games, his pacing is slower than what it looks like. Like, obviously you have to make quick decisions as a healer, but he's really about creating structures and like being meditated with like where you want to place yourself. If you do not have a zone of control as Lifeweaver, then you might as well not even be on the team. Because his levitation ability is his like major strength. A lot of people talk about the save, but the save normally will like, people use the save in a way that's so irritating in that like the tank will create space and then they'll just yank the tank out. Like, no, the tank is supposed to be there. What you need to be doing is having an aerial view of the entire map so that way you're just constantly putting out healing that the other team has to deal with, but because you are levitated on a shield, they can't get you. I love playing Lifeweaver. I love playing Lifeweaver. The La Seraphim skins are back. Me and my girlies, we're gonna sell these Overwatch skins. I hope they get commission off of that. They need to give Lifeweaver a skin. I'm playing Lifeweaver right now. Now, don't get me wrong. Sometimes, especially if there's like a Sombra or like a really good Tracer or a diving tank that can really get you, you should probably switch off of Lifeweaver to something that can deal with that. But I'm stubborn. In my head, I'm like, well, I'm a Lifeweaver main, so I need to figure out how to fight even my hardest counters. If it's in quick play. Competitive is a little bit different. You should probably be a team player in competitive. More of a team player, rather. I got a friend who's great at Lifeweaver, perfect for me when I dive too deep, which I do a lot. Yeah, like, Lifeweaver is able to help you push hard. Like, when I play Ramatra and I have a Lifeweaver on my team, I love when I can, like, run in and get really, really aggressive, and I know that Weaver's gonna come save me when I'm, like, out of cooldowns. Like, not in a push where it's like, oh, I can, like, safely come back, because that's how I always push. I always push as a tank and make sure that I have a route and an option to get back. When you have a good Lifeweaver and you're keeping track of their cooldowns, or at least trying to, you can push a little bit more aggressively. Especially with Ramatra. Like, you can, in quick play with Ramatra, you can literally run up to like an Ana and just like get them if their sleep dart is already used. If it says Meowth's moves are out, it'll get delinked. Oh, okay. Well, this is a little bit tough because there's no restoration stuff. So now I'm just trying to get out of here. Oh my goodness. Not me, I'm insane with Ana. No, Ana's really strong. That was just like an example. Like, the healers in general, like, I love when Moiras get really aggressive and you Moiras are really strong, but like they give you a tell. And I think I've learned this all as Lifeweaver because I was playing Lifeweaver last season and he was objectively really, really bad. He doesn't even have like a good opportunity to like even pick stuff off. So I see people and I had to learn like when a Moira would come up to me, when was the time to attack her, and it's when she teleports. But her teleport is a big giveaway. So like as Ramatra, if I see a Moira teleport and she's in my line of sight, I'm immediately transforming and getting her. You know? Because she can't do anything. Okay. I'm like really freaking out here. Oh, I have berries. I simply don't play competitive. I do sometimes. Right now, I'm actually really happy in quick play. Girl, where are... Is this a case where I already saw this? No, I haven't seen the stairs yet. Oh my god. We gotta go. We gotta go. No, we gotta go. Meowth, we have... Okay, we gotta fight them. This is nuts. This is really crazy. No, I like competitive because people kind of go in with a little bit more strategy in mind, but I've been playing more tanks this season. So I guess quick play has been satisfying. It always ends up like this though with me with Overwatch is I will play quick play until I feel like I know what's going on, and then I'll just exclusively play competitive. But right now I'm still learning the ropes. I get about like 30 minutes to 90 minutes of Overwatch if I have the time, depending on the night. But my only plans today is to just like stream Natlan for as long as I can take it, and then I'm kind of done for the day. So I'll probably play some Overwatch this evening if I don't have anything to do on Final Fantasy XIV. I've been wanting to get back into my extreme grinds on Final Fantasy XIV. I've been very comfy in my games lately. Not really doing crazy stuff, just kind of having a good time. Embargo. I don't really want that. Hi, Pommy! Onyx looks like Ao-Oni to me in this game. It freaks me out. That purple thing? Yes, exactly, Christian. Girl, we gotta go. This is getting very tough. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon is like very cool. This is a great game. I've been having a blast playing this. It's also perfect to stream. Oh no. Oh no. You can sell TMs for a lot of money? Oh, okay. I'll pick them up then. I should have picked them up. Dang, there was a lot of stuff that I had that I could have sold. Grimy food. So what happened? What is grimy? Why do I keep getting grimy food? Is it the apples rotting? I think they're rotting to the core. Is the apples rotting? Oh no! I gotta eat my apples. I think the apple's rotten right to the core. I put it in my treasure bag and I never ate it. I need an elixir. The air is full of amylotoxins is rotting the apples. Right, these are the only fresh apples in this universe right now. It's actually from a trap that has a Grimer picture on it. Oh, okay. Oh, that makes sense. Grimy food. I bet Grimers can eat it. There's got to be a special thing to do with them because when I eat them on like another Pokemon, they kind of like freak out, obviously. But I bet there's something special about it, knowing how this game is. Girl, please. This is so... Oh my god. Thank you. Look at Meowth just running through space. That's the mobile scarf, honey. The mobile scarf. Mobile scarves by Mio. What do rotten apples do? You eat them and it's like really bad. I think it like gives you like a status or something. Grimy food can be found in dungeons, but yeah, they're probably rot to the core if you eat it. I think it fills your belly but gives you a bad temporary status. Yeah. I recall I tried it once because I was desperate and I didn't like it. Did we manage to stretch ourselves? Stretch our lead? Did we manage to stretch our lead over those Sableye? We should rest up a bit here. You call this water? This isn't water. This water is in stasis. It's not flowing like water. It's not moving like water. It doesn't even look like water. Is Koko right after all? Has time really stopped in the future? Meowth, you have got... Oh my gosh. Why did Dusknoir bring us here? The great Dusknoir who was so kind to us. I don't know what to believe anymore. If only there was some way of finding the truth. Well, Koko had the truth, it seems. Oh. There is a way of getting the truth. Your dimensional scream. I was just gonna ask Koko. Okay. Let's touch the water, I guess. Nothing? Can I not see anything because there's no past or future here? It's just all one thing. Everything all at once. If we don't hurry, those Sableye will catch up to us. Let's get right. Okay, yeah. I've been like saving in the game and also making save states. Oh wait, no. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. Storage. Let's store these grimy foods because I'm not gonna eat them. As well as these boxes. I want to pick up TMs if I see them. Everything is not what it seems when you're in the future and all of time is frozen. Do you guys think Selena Gomez hates being a celebrity? Store the TMs. Oop, too late. That was a good idea though, Gigi. But you know me, I have streamer brain. Yes, I do too. She's probably tired. Yeah, I think so. I think it's like totally valid. Like I get that some people, I get the sentiment of people being like, well, this is what you deserve because you wanted to be famous. You pursued this. This comes with the territory. I get that. But at the same time, I'm like, everybody gets tired of their job at one point in time. Like we all need a break. And also being famous is like objectively not really a human thing. It's pretty unnatural. Well, I guess like the way that we construct it is quite unnatural. I think we do have people who've come to notoriety, but like when they're like a child star, I don't really, at a certain point, if they're a child star and they like really make it big, even if they have like some hint of nepotism, I'm just like, they were still a kid. They were still a kid when they got into it. Like imagine like you started working when you were like 12 and like now you're like a manager of a company. I love you like a love song, baby. Meowth, you've got to do something here. I think Selena just thinks she's too cool for it, and she's right. I also think like a lot of like Hollywood stuff is kind of unglamorous in how they produce it all. So I don't know. There's this one video of her like quite literally faded talking to someone, and I feel like that was the first time I had seen her be like really natural. And she probably does think it's kind of corny to do it. Like if I had that much money, I would be like, girl, I'm not going to be a cornball anymore. Like I have enough money. Miley raised us with Hannah Montana, but at what cost? In a way, I feel like Hannah Montana. I'm not nearly as rich or loved, but I feel like we all have a Hannah Montana now. Like Hannah Montana, from a very young age, taught us to compartmentalize our personalities. Yay! My Hannah Montana's Bayonetta. I thought so, but see, I didn't want to like out you or anything, damsel. But when I was playing Bayonetta, I was like, that looks really like exactly like damsel in a bus driver black wig. So I'm glad to get that confirmation. I won't tell anybody, but that's just me when I'm off the clock. Okay. Uh-oh, Andrew, you got the cursed 5-star. Yes, your secret is safe with us, damsel. We won't tell everybody. When I get to the next cutscene, I will stop there. So that's the current goal. Get to the next cutscene. I'm gonna stop there and then I'm switching over to Natlan. Genshin. I've been calling it Natlan. My boyfriend asks me, like, what are you doing for stream today? Just like casually. And I keep saying, I'm playing Natlan. And I'm like, wait, he doesn't play Genshin, so he doesn't know what that is. Oh, this is cursed. Meowth, are you doing anything? Maybe the move's finally... No? Okay, let's just turn everything on, right? Yeah, these ghosts are pretty bad. The free 5-star you can select is Jean, Diluc, Chi-Chi, Mona. Yeah, somebody told me that. I don't know who I'm going to get yet because y'all know me. I'm still barely even done with my Noelle team. Meowth is quite strong when she does stuff. You can make Meowth fight by switching places with them. Yeah, in that scenario, I couldn't. I was worried about the Gleesaur coming up behind us. Oh my god. Oh my god. So Meowth is actually pretty good at the ghost types, I think. Or rather, I just need help with the ghost types, yeah. Speak of the Gleesaur! Right, and it shall appear. Girl, we are not worried about you, Mischievous. I do hope I can come back here, though, because I would love to recruit one. Thank you. I'll be real, Baiju is one of the reasons why I started playing Genshin, where I was like, maybe there is something to this game, and I have never gotten him. Latoya? You mean Matoya? The ghost types are good for Meowth because she can ignore wall stuff. That's the thing that makes them hard, is they can like ambush you from any direction. Ooh, girl. Not all of this. Not all of this. Uh-uh. Let's pretend I said Matoya. There was a TM down there. Oh well. It's gonna stay there. Do you know who could beat Arlecchino? Noelle. Yeah, I beat Arlecchino like all the time with my Noelle when I do my my weeklies. The doll! The clay doll! This is very aggressive. If I did not do previous level ups, this would have been very hard. And it already still is kind of hard. It's very resource intensive. Get me out of here. Help me, help me, help me! No! I remember as a kid finding out Gligar got an evolution from this dungeon. Really? What? I remember like that was the magic of like Pokemon when you were young, is like seeing everything and like figuring out all the evolutions. Like one of the coolest things about Pokemon when you first get into it is there's so many previous generations that had their own like gimmicks and things. So I remember Roselia was one of the Pokemon that I didn't know had an evolution. I didn't know because I didn't know about the stone. Does it have a stone? One of the stone Pokemon I didn't know it evolved. I remember discovering that Clefable existed. Your level 100 Floette? That is kind of iconic though. Yeah, the Gen 4 evolutions, I remember being a kid when they dropped, and it was like, ooh, like, Glaceon and Leafeon really did have impact when they first came out. But, I mean, Gen 3 was the first game that I owned, and Gen 4 was kind of like the first game that I was like, yay, I'm going to play Pokemon, but, like, still all of that stuff was new. Like, I didn't know anything about Gen 2. I had a big gap in knowledge about Gen 2 because I didn't know anything. And then adding the stuff onto Gen 4 just made it all very confusing. But the thing about Pokemon is, like, it's fun to be confused in Pokemon. Thankfully for, like, by Gen 3, especially Gen 4, the internet was, like, very much incorporated into it. It wasn't the way it is now, but, like, there were definitely guides and information and, like, fan sites and stuff. Nowadays, you, like, open up your phone and the entire meta and how to beat everything is, like, already, like, a recommended video on YouTube. Whoa, look at that. It was true. The future really is a world of darkness. That cluster of lights, it's beautiful, but those lights, isn't that the stockade? Wow, we really climbed then. That's why I love Gallade. Like if you weren't there for Gen when Gen 4 dropped, you don't get it. Gallade is a really amazing Pokemon. The great Dusknoir saved us more than once. He taught us many things too. That's why I really looked up to Dusknoir. But was Dusknoir deceiving us? Even after all this? I still can't believe it. I don't know if it's all like that, Meowth. I don't really know what Dusknoir is up to, but we do know that they're working with Dialga. Um, Meowlga, rather. I just know that Koko is not what they seem, so Dusknoir obviously isn't what they seem either. Gen 2 was my first. I got gold for Christmas and clocked 100 hours the first week. I saved up my money to buy Crystal when it came out so I could play a girl. I remember being a kid and seeing Pokemon Yellow and being like, whoa, Pikachu can follow you. Just wanted to pop in and say you've got some of the most creative Pokemon content out there. I've thoroughly enjoyed the girly pop videos and the platinum playthrough. Thank you. What is that? Is it Salesbury? Aylesbury? Thank you so much. Welcome to the chat and thank you. So many kind people from YouTube stop by and leave me really encouraging messages. Thank you so much. Obviously, I'm going to keep making the videos. When can we stop running? Can we return to our world? Everyone at the guild. I wonder how they're doing. Are they worried about us being gone? Wigglytuff, Chatot, Bidoof, and everyone else. I miss the guild. There's something I could say, something that offers a glimmer of hope. If only there was some hope, we could work toward it. It could be anything. I just need to think of something. We did say hi to YouTube, yes. We gotta find Koko. I want to know something. Koko went to our world from here the first time, so Koko should know how to get to our world. But isn't Koko... Girl, me oath. Your moral compass is so simple. Like... 5.0 has been out for too long. What? Chat, when is 5.1 coming out? I'm already anxious for the next class. I was like, what are y'all talking about? I don't know who to trust, Meowth, but like, I don't want to be here. I've just been in lurker status, but also came from YouTube. My boyfriend now has an understanding of girly pop thanks to your vets. Yes! Cindy Mimi, welcome to the chat. I'm so glad that you are enjoying. And like, that's kind of like the point of it is like, I know girly pop really talks about like the girly pops, but I also try to like present it in a way that's like still authentic to like how we like to enjoy things, but also kind of giving like explanation. Like I get that comment a lot, and like that's one of my favorite comments to get is like, I don't really, I had someone just a couple days ago say like, I don't really like these kinds of videos and I don't like this kind of humor normally, but I do like this video. And that was a big compliment to me because I don't know. I don't like sectioning off the content to be like, this is only for one type of person. Like I try to be pretty welcoming because I think it comes from an insecurity of mine, knowing how I am as a person and how I present myself. A lot of people like automatically will assume that like they can't talk to me or that I don't get them. Like I don't know, but I like that. I'm pretty introverted, but I do like being in communication with lots of different types of people at the same time, so the internet facilitates that. Anyway, trust the Pokemon? Like that, never. That's a bad Pokemon. Trust that. I don't want to, but maybe we don't have any other choice. I don't know why, but Dusknoir wants to get rid of us. That means the only other Pokemon we know here in the future, that only leaves Koko. We have no choice. We must rely on Koko. The background is kind of stunning, right, Emerald? I was like, it looks like a glimmering city in the distance, but that's where we were being in. That's the jail, actually. We left electric, incoming fighting, dragon and steel. We have steel. Dragon and fighting are probably going to be messy. Um, I have an idea for the one I want to do next. I have to record it tomorrow, maybe. I don't know. I have stuff in the backlog too that I can work on. Okay. This is where we're going to stop. Oh, font, thanks. You were worried about me for being so down, even though you should be just as scared as I am. Even though I have my closest and most precious friend with me, I worried all alone. I almost gave up, when in fact I'm not alone. I won't give up anymore because you're by my side. I'm gonna be fine now, so let's keep going. Let's go, girl. We all have our moments. You know, it gets a little crazy sometimes. Is your favorite stellar Terra type girly the entire dex? I am gonna do a mother off too at the end. I mean, yes, we have to do a mother off. Every single video, I get someone being like, you should do a tier list of all the mothers at the end. So that's what I'm doing. I didn't plan on doing all the types until every single video. People would be like, do all the types. The thing about YouTube as opposed to TikTok, I know I always bring this up, and like, it's now at a point, thankfully, I say this as somebody who's proud of this. I'm proud to say that I'm at a point now where I'm so platform agnostic that I have audiences on different platforms. But the thing about YouTube versus TikTok is when someone asks you for something on TikTok, you can make it and they might not even see it. Even though they follow you and like your videos and comment on your videos, they might not even see it. The thing about YouTube is when someone asks for something on YouTube, they will see it. And that's the content I do. Like, I do stuff that people ask for. A skip off, a flop off. Oh girl, that'll just be me reading Pokemon, and then people are gonna start unsubscribing. Thank you, Rhoda. Yeah, I'm trying to still, it's hard for me. I'm trying to establish a flow with all the platforms, but I'm doing my best. And also, I know that people like really, a lot more people than not understand that like I'm doing my best, you know, so. Okay, that's where we're stopping here, but we are going to play Genshin, the new update for Genshin. So after this point, we'll be playing Genshin Impact. We'd love it if you stayed, but I know that some people just like Pokemon. But we're doing a new update. We're doing a lot of story. We're going to be dilly-dallying and yapping and stuff. So it's still the same vibe, just a different game. I'm going to take like a little 5-minute break, and we're going to get into Natland. I'm going to try to set things up. Playing the new Natland game. Yes, we're playing the new Natland game. Let's say bye to the YouTube, though, because I'm going to make it 2 different videos, okay? Bye, YouTube. Thank you guys for Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. If you want to watch the VOD for Natland, I should be uploading that right after this. Bye, YouTube. I love that you guys say bye. That's so cool.